There it is. And we're live. What's going on, Black Seraphim? First one in the chat. Okay, we should be up and running. Move the wrong thing over to that monitor. I wanted this here, that over there, and we should be good to go now. Saturn, what's going on, Saturn? Let me go ahead and do something over here. Share that. Okay, let's get a tweet out. It's time to chat about nope, Falcon. Oh, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Episode 1 on stream. Come join us. Tweet. Okay. So why do you do one at 12 and one at 10? They're talking about the episode. Just because it's two separate ones, because this one's talking about the previous episode, and then I take a break for a little while, and then I come back for when the new episode drops, and we watch the new episode. Yo, what's up, Raul? Not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little tired today. Went golfing this morning. So, it's been a long day. Probably moving an alliance quest. Okay, here. Go to Dormammu. Pulled a 6-star Sunspot. Second one. Ouch. Oh wait, no, Sunspot. I was thinking Dormammu as I was there. Yo, Black Seraphim already coming in with a $2 donation. Thank you, my man. All right, where's this at? There it is. With the $2 donation. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, man. Sunspot good, Unawakened. Unawakened, he's still decent, but definitely ideally needs that awakened ability. I'm gonna use her. Are we gonna use her? No, we don't want to use her. I always hate this fight. This is like the worst fight on this whole path for me, in both sections for me. Or in all 3 sections on this variation of... I always love getting that, what's it called? Come on, 30 special one. No, dang it. And DJ. Every freaking time. Thank you. That's what No, what? Oh, how did I mess that up? That was gonna be so much damage. so bad at like trying to beat out his specials without like, oh shoot, I forgot. Dexing. He just never throws them for me. Day one. Stupid parry. There we go. I bought a Note 12 Pro Max and OMG, never played M2C on Android ever again. Never playing on an Android? Wait, so like an iPad Pro? Oh no, a Note 12. Did you mean an iPhone, or because isn't that still technically Android, or what? I'm not sure. Caught a stream for once. Well, yeah, welcome. I've also actually streamed for once is probably a better statement. I don't stream super often, but I also zoomed the camera in, so it's a little bit more. Because before it was more closer to like this. I just zoomed it in a tiny bit. So iPhone 12. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured you meant. Yeah, dude, it's a huge difference, right? So nice. Do you have any tips for masochism? Currently stuck. Hold on, let me do this fight. Oh, smash! Dang it! Gosh. Trash right. Can't even get unblockable either. Oh my gosh! Why did he get? What? Why was his smash already back? Are you freaking kidding me? You have any tips for masochism? Currently stuck. I have 550 Doom, 440 Ghost, Guardian, Sunspot, and a 5-star rank 235 Falcon. For masochism, let's see. Masochism is the one where when you place the debuff, right? I mean, Ghost doesn't put any debuffs. Ghost would probably be best for that. I'd recommend taking Ghost to 50. She doesn't put any debuffs. Just don't stun. Just you phase everything. So you won't have to really deal with masochism. I live in the East Coast, so it's kind of hard to catch you in Abdo streams. Gotcha. Yeah, by the way, guys, I'm waiting on Abdo. He told me he's running a tad late. So he'll be here in a bit. And then we'll get going on some spoilers. So if you're not aware of what's going on tonight, we're talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1, which has finally dropped on Disney Plus. So yes, we will be talking all about it. So if you haven't watched it yet, you're probably going to want to dip out soon. It was kind of sad seeing Bucky taking care of the old guy. Yeah, definitely metal. So like, oh man, when that first... we'll get into it in a bit. I don't want to go hard into the spoilers just quite yet, but yeah, that was definitely like a gut punch. Like, oh no, that's so bad. It sucks. Quick question: do you know when the next Falcon episode's coming? Yeah, it's coming out tonight at midnight in about 5 hours. Didn't realize we just started. Yeah, we just fired up the stream, so we haven't started the breakdown yet. Plus, we're waiting on Abdo. He should be here soon, I think. Where is he here? Abdo. Okay, just have that ready for when he calls. Yo, what's up, Bradley? How you doing? Just knocking out a little alliance quest here before Abdo shows up. Okay. This should do a lot of damage. Yes, that's lovely. Bang. That dumb new cap. Oh, I know, right? Man, the end of the episode, so stupid. I mean, we all knew it was gonna happen, but like, come on. Okay, now we've got King of the Groots. Our parry has worn off, so we're back to 0. Got a 5-star Nexus Crystal and pulled a ghost out of it. Nice! That is awesome. Definitely a good pull there. Do you know when Kabam will let us know what the champs are getting? That are getting buffed for April? Yeah, I don't know when they're actually going to announce what's happening with that. And this one should hit hard as well. I don't want to actually... It's like I didn't actually want to dash in. I want to at least get a couple more charges back. Whoops. Not trying to boost, guys. And I can't do that last fight yet, but we'll do that later. I got a 4-star Nexus a long time ago and got Ghost. Yeah, there you go. Do you know when that new cap is? Or who that new cap is? I didn't recognize him. As in, like, who the actual actor is? Or, like, who he's playing, like, his name? He's actually the guy from 22 Jump Street. The guy that was the quarterback, if you've seen that movie. That's the actor that's playing him. Yo, what's up, Pete? How's it going, man? U.S. Agent is, yeah, that's his name in the comics, is the guy that takes the place of him. You guys want to get some live Alliance War gameplay? I knocked out my first section and a Kingpin boss and a Nihilist mini boss, or Kingpin mini boss. Now we've got a magic here. Ebb and Flow Intercept. We may just have to deal with that up the whole time. Question is, do I try to go full Quake or do I just do parry heavy? Has he been in the MCU before? No, he's a new character. Do I at least try to go for an intercept to try to remove that first? Nope, that was stupid. That was stupid. Okay, never mind. Just dealing with the protection. Oh my gosh, I wasn't trying to do that. Okay, well, that's... Okay, we're good. My finger accidentally slipped. I keep slipping out. I haven't played Quake that apparently in a while. Those long heavies, dude. That's why you don't do Alliance War live. My goodness, this is bad. To the very heavy. It looks weird seeing Quake with almost 2 bars of power. That's not normal. Just actually regenning from the concussions. May have to go for this. So when there's the stun and the double concussions up, she's actually regenerating more than. Oh my gosh! Why is that clipping me every? Why can't I evade her freaking heavy? Holy crap! She would just stop throwing that stupid heavy attack. What? What just happened? Why didn't my evade trigger? What? What? I didn't lift up my hand that time. Are you kidding me? What just happened? Assassin? No, she was at 22% health, I think. Just have to finish this with Doom, I guess? Which doesn't sound like a good idea. I was below 18%. It's been so long since I've read this that I forgot that it also decreases the ability accuracy. I just remembered you gain damage. Still, it's a really low percentage chance. Yeah, I thought you were saying that. I was thinking it the other way around. I'm like, yeah, she wasn't in Assassins yet. How would that have messed up me? But I was the one that was low that triggered Assassins for her, and I'm a scrub. Okay. Well, shit. Dude, I don't know what was going on with that freaking heavy attack though. Like she was just throwing it so much and I was getting hit by it every freaking time. Okay, Doom. I need you here, buddy. It's only 24,000. That's all. I also need magic to not trigger Limbo at all, preferably. So I really don't want to waste potions and waste stuff to just revive and wait for that. Might be stupid. We'll see. Of course, you triggered it right off the bat. We can heal him up a little bit, and that's fine. Oh, we can't even do the next fight yet. It's a 7% on defense. Are you saying that's what it feels like, or is that like actual? That's how much it is on defense. He might have it. Yeah, whoever that is probably has. They might have a really high assassins. Something, but I keep mine at 1. Anywho, that was fun. Nothing like a good old Death and Alliance war. I've actually been keeping track of my deaths this time around this season. It's only my second death so far on the season. Excuse me. The first one was to a mini boss, Kingpin. So that one is much worse than that other one. At least it was a mini boss, but doesn't make it any better, you know? All right. This was I died with Quake versus a Magic. No, not Margic, Magic. I don't know what node this is. What node was that? Do we know? Hashtag black and gold raid. We got a Simula raid coming in. Like Black Widow with a 3% chance to evade. Yeah, pretty much. Don't think I told you, but I got uncollected. Nice, Saturn. Congrats. Well done. Good night, guys. Good night, Miho. Miho Nurkic. Are you related to the NBA player? Nurkic? There's an NBA player with that same last name. I just cleaned my glasses and I feel like there's a smudge. I keep getting like a glare, like right here. Maybe if I just turn that. Maybe that's just glaring right in my face. Yeah, that's a little better. Might have made my face a little darker for you guys, but oh well. That's fine. It's fine. Apocalypse versus Kingpin is great since he can't shrug off. Yes, but it was also on Footloose, which means he triggers evade and an unstoppable every time he uses a special attack, and also on kinetic transference. So I can't block because it gives him power, and I have no way to control the power with Apocalypse. So it was a really good placement because you see Kingpin and you instantly think, oh, Apocalypse. But not on that node. Don't make that mistake because you can't deal with the unstoppable, and if you just block hits, he's going to get power. And then he gets to that special 2, then that special 2 gets unblockable. And it's not fun. Trust me. So, yeah. This war, I instead put I had the same Kingpin, it's right here, this node right here, right after the mini boss for the section 1. It's right there in the center. I put the pre-fight from White Magneto on first and then just used Doom, and it worked out much better. No, you're not related. All right. Just had to check. There's Simula. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Okay, let's see. That was a big rip. You just missed me dying in Alliance War, Sim. You know, you probably would have gotten a good laugh out of that. That was node 29. It's kind of weird. My only 2 deaths this war are on these 2 nodes right here, like right next to each other on the season. And Abdo, where you at, man? I'm about to start breaking down the episode without him. What do you guys think? Should we keep waiting for him, or should I just start breaking it down? As those of you who don't know, we're going to be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier spoilers, episode 1. All the stuff that happened. Got my notepad once again. Let's see, where do we start here? Right here. We've got 3 pages this time. It started off with a bang, and it was almost an hour-long episode, so there's a lot to get through. Do you mostly take the same path? Actually, I move around quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, either, like, section 1, I'm either the far left, path 1, or path 5, I'd say the most often, but it kind of just varies on who's out there for defenders. Section 2, and then I almost always take the first mini boss, which is if it's a Korg on Mixmaster. I always have to take that, which is no problem. I'm super comfortable with that fight now at this point. And then more often than not, I go over to section 1 or the left side and go path 1 as well. But again, like I'll occasionally have to go to the right and go path 9 or 7 occasionally, or path 3 I'd say was the other one I do most often, or 2. Anyone's on the left. So yeah, I like I said, I kind of bounce around quite a bit. Tell Abdo to hurry up. You've been waiting 17 minutes now. Yeah, you know, I think I'll just start going through the episode because I don't want to keep you guys here too late. And, you know, I try to get through it fast, but it usually ends up taking longer anyways. So, yeah. So last chance, guys, if you don't want to start hearing spoilers, for episode 1 of Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is streaming live on Disney Plus now. Hashtag not sponsored, just throwing it out there because you should watch it. It's good. And so go ahead, check it out, and then come back and you watch this. But yeah, we're just gonna break down kind of the stuff, what happened in the episode, and what we think it's gonna be alluding to, and just what we thought, how we thought about the episode. Yeah, it's kind of all it is. We're just gonna talk about it. So yeah, last chance to get out of the chat if you have not watched the episode. Wish me and Nick Fury or Aegon. I am opening a 5-star skill mutant crystal. Nice, man. Best of luck. I hope you get yourself a Daredevil. No, I'm just kidding. Hope you get yourself a Nick or Aegon, bro. All right, so the start of the episode, it opens up with Sam ironing a suit and whatnot, getting ready for making the appearance that he makes later on. And I saw some people make the joke that this was just a nod to Iron Man because he is a man using an iron to iron a suit. It's like, okay, come on, that's just, you're dumb. But it's kind of funny. I thought that was pretty funny. And then you hear, you see him look down at the shield that Cap gave him, and you hear Captain America say, "How's it feel?" He says it feels like it belongs to someone else. And then Cap goes, "Well, it doesn't." It's like, well, yeah, it kind of does. in Sam's eyes, he's like, I just don't feel right, you know? The rollover of Nick Fury to Mr. Sinister, dude. Oh, bummer, man. Sorry. So yeah, that's kind of like a quick little intro that they do, showing him like that he's getting ready for something. It makes it look like he's preparing for like a funeral or something, which we would assume would be Captain America. So we're instantly wondering like, oh, is Captain America actually dead now, or what's going on? And then it jumps to what is it? Libya. That's where it is. Right outside of Libya, he's chasing down some terrorist group. It's called LAF, which if anyone knows what LAF stands for, I haven't heard anyone. I kind of thinking Libyan something. It's the Libyan Attack Force, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what LAF stands for. I don't know if they explained it, if they said what it stands for. And then, so we get one of the most awesome flight sequences in the MCU to date, where he's just flying around and taking out these guys one at a time. Well, first off, he's like climbing on the plane, which gives us flashbacks to a couple things. First off was like Iron Man 1, when he first flies overseas and saves those people, and then he comes back and then the planes are like attacking him, and then he's like attached to the bottom of it. It felt similar to that. And also like Spider-Man Homecoming, the first Spider-Man movie, where he's like climbing on the plane, so it was like similar to that as well. Then he busts into the airplane, and now also when he jumped out of the plane, it was very much like Iron Man and Captain America have done in the past. So I thought that was a pretty cool reference. And then the whole like fighting the same guy that Captain America fought in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's like they're totally mirroring this first episode off of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which makes sense because this is now Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it was kind of cool how they kind of tied those together. He's fighting the same bad guy, takes out a bunch of those people, but then they eventually bust out and they leave the plane using those squirrel suits, whatever they're called. Would you guys ever do one of those squirrel suits? Personally, I think it looks absolutely insane to try to do something like that. I don't want to ever try that. I'm not too fond of heights, so I don't think that'd be anything I'm gonna plan on doing soon. What's up, Donovan? How you doing? And then he also, while Falcon is flying around, we hear Lieutenant Torres, which is his guy on the ground, who in the comics is the guy that takes up the mantle of the Falcon after Sam becomes the new Captain America. So they might be teasing that might happen, or it could just be a friendly, fun nod to the comics. We don't know yet, of course. What's up, Lethal? How you doing? What else? What else do we have? The bad guy's name is Batrock. Like bat, like Batman, and then Rock, like Dwayne the Rock. So yeah, it was kind of cool to see him come back and play the same role, because he was definitely it was a fun little intro to that first Winter Soldier movie. And his fighting style, clearly he's kind of a badass. So we'll see. He does end up escaping at the end of that whole scene, and then Falcon saves the guy. The lieutenant Torres tells him, like, hey, we got the border coming up, you gotta bail. And then Sam swoops in at the last second, saves him, and then everyone goes home happy except for the bad guy, because he didn't get what he came for. Which kind of wonders, like, what was he going there for? Like, was the whole point of taking over that plane to like kidnap that guy, or were they trying to hijack the plane? Was there something important on the plane that they wanted, or was it both? Because, like, well, what happened to the plane afterwards? Like, did anyone think of that? Like, the plane has no one flying it. It did restabilize itself, I guess, on its own. So maybe it still has like an autopilot feature that can do it. But can the autopilot land the plane itself or something? Because from what I understand, there's no one alive left on that plane after they all jumped out of it. So there's a plane in the air. That's just saying. It's kind of up there still. Let's see. Then we go down to the ground with Falcon and Lieutenant Torres. They're talking. Sam lets it go that he's been working for the Air Force for 6 months. So we know that this is at least 6 months after Endgame. So which means this is taking place after WandaVision, but also before Spider-Man Far From Home. Because Spider-Man Far From Home, I believe, was 8 months, I think. Is that right? I don't know. I think so. So yeah, we get that he's been working for the Air Force for 6 months. Torres tells him that there's this group called the Flag Smashers that he's been kind of following, that they've been doing bad things, and he's just like, we gotta keep an eye on this group and whatnot. Is the chat working, or is everyone just quiet tonight? You know, no one's saying anything. You guys okay over there? Just like, I'm gonna keep talking if no one says anything, but like, I felt like my stream almost died. Like, did it crash or something? But I see it's still going. So, yeah. So the Flag Smashers, they think so, and he explains that what's this group's motivation? Like, why are they doing what they're doing? Is because they're a group that believes that things were better off during the 5 years as the blip, during the blip, because they just think things were better then. So people coming back, they want open borders. They want people to be able to they kind of want things to go. I don't know if they want it to go back to how it was in terms of like everyone leaving, but things are changing now that people are coming back, kind of feels like. So they're just like, yeah, we're not okay with this. And then Falcon, or Sam, says the line. He says, when things get better for one group, it seems to get worse for another, which is very true sometimes. It's rude to interrupt story time. That's fair. I'm just doing Alliance Quest. No worries, Nick. I was just noticing, I was like, man, no one's saying anything. They deep into like listening what I'm saying. I need to know how countries manage to feed and house these people after 5 years later. Yeah, there's lots of questions still about, like, obviously things had to change, had to adjust for, you know, losing half of everybody, and like, how are they gonna go back, right? They can't just go straight back to how things were. It's kind of like now, honestly, like, the world, we keep saying like we want to get things back to normal, but like, are we ever going to be able to because of COVID? Like, it's going to be hard to go back to the way things were, because people are always going to be thinking about COVID or whatever in the background, I feel like. I don't know, just an interesting thought there, off topic, but kind of also on topic, I guess. No, I was trying to charge my head. Okay, then let's see. Oh yeah, and then Torres asked him, he's like, also there's some speculation like on the web that people wondering like where's Cap. So we get another hint because of the, like I said at the beginning, it seems like Sam is getting ready to go to like a funeral or something. So then we get this hint again that people around the world, they don't know what happened to Captain America. So, and he kind of asks like, people think maybe he's living up on the moon, which is a nod to a couple things. The nod to like Nick Fury and Space Station that we got teased. Also, I mean, could be an Inhumans tease because the Inhumans live on the moon. And then he asks, like, did you like fly him up to the moon by chance? Like, and then at the end when he says, I'm going back to DC, oh, what are you doing? Moon stuff. He's like, oh, okay. Like, haha, just throwing it in my face. Like, thanks. Yeah, okay. So that was kind of funny. Then we get Sam back in DC, returning the shield. He's giving a speech at this ceremony, which again kind of looks like a memorial for Cap, but also it could just be, you know, they're just doing a ceremony of returning the shield to the government kind of thing, but it's also like Smithsonian, which is just a historic building about history. It's a museum, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Yo, what's up, Ghost Dog? Where's Abdo? He texted me and said he was running a little late and to go ahead and start without him. I didn't think that being late meant he wasn't going to show up at all. But, you know, we're moving forward anyway. So we may not get to incursions tonight, though, which is fine. We'll just stick to arena, maybe, just to make things easier. So yeah, then DC, he's given the speech there, and then we kind of get the first, well, not kind of, we get the first cameo of the season, which was Rhodey. If you had your money at on Rhodey being the first cameo in Falcon Winter Soldier, you paid out for that one. I certainly didn't really consider him showing up, but now, like, looking back, I'm like, yeah, that really makes a lot of sense that he would show up, because he's kind of in that same category as Falcon and Winter Soldier characters, like side characters, but also like good enough character that, you know, makes sense to have him kind of show up. And isn't there a show coming out that he's going to be in too? I see his stream set up. Yeah, I have his stream up over here, but it still says waiting. And he messaged me around, like, right before I started, saying he was gonna be late and go ahead and just go without him. But until he gets here, so I was like, okay. Yeah. But yeah, Rhodey showing up. I thought that was a pretty cool appearance. And then he asked Sam, he's like, can I ask you, like, why didn't you take up the shield? And Sam gives him basically the same speech that he gave to Cap, that shield doesn't belong to me, it belongs to someone else. Whole thing just didn't feel right to Sam to take up, or maybe he just, I think it's more so he didn't feel that he was worthy to follow up Steve Rogers and follow in his shoes. Whether, I don't know if it was like he felt like there's too much pressure, or just he doesn't think he's as good a man as Captain America was, or is technically, because we think he's still alive. We don't. As the end of Endgame, he was still alive. He was just old. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. We need to turn my page. Yeah, so we kind of just have to, but the way that whole scene is going as he's giving the speech, it kind of gives you the feeling that in the world's view, they think that Captain America is dead, I think. Oh yeah, and as him and Rhodey are walking through the Smithsonian, you see him going through the Captain America exhibit. You see a whole new section about Bucky, the Winter Soldier, and it's more of the good stuff about Bucky and not just him being the Winter Soldier. You see Ebony Maw, the ship, that circular ship. There's like a whole section dedicated about that. You see a bunch of names listed, which New Rockstars does a breakdown of that. If you want to go through and like all the fine details, you can go through that. And he breaks down a lot of the names are just not directors, but people who've worked on the show and a couple other projects in the MCU. Which is kind of what I expect. Most of the time when you see names like that, that's what it usually is. Or it's a callback to a comic book writer or something like that. I'm curious to see what they do with US Agent. Hopefully he isn't an arrogant jerk. I don't know. We'll see. They might. It's a tease that he's a watcher. Cap jumped in a different timeline, not Earth 616 for the MCU. That's true too. That could be a tease about that. I did get to rank 5 Warlock with the Isa from Sinister though, so not the worst. Hey, there you go. Put that to good use. What's up? How you doing, man? Or Poppy? Should I call you Poppy? That sounds weird. We call my dad Poppy for like that's what my nephew calls him. I don't know. I'm not gonna call you Poppy. I'm sorry. I wonder if the U.S. agent is gonna be a Hydra agent. Yeah, I know. We'll see. I definitely think they're obviously. We'll get to him in a bit. We're still going through earlier parts of the episode. So then we get this scene was really cool. So we start out. We don't know. They didn't clarify where this scene was. I do like that most of the places in this, like most scenes, when it changes, it lets you know what part of the world we're in and all. So that was kind of nice. But then this one just pops up and it's Bucky being the Winter Soldier, absolutely just destroying people, like being brutal. And as he kills the guy that looks like he was probably the target, he says, "Hail Hydra." So clearly this was a flashback. We obviously know that. We're like, okay, what's the significance? Then this dude that was trying to like escape is like fiddling with his keys, which normally when a girl's fiddling with the keys, that's a good sign. But when a guy's fiddling his keys trying to rush out of a door when someone's holding a gun, it's probably not a good thing. And he's begging, he was like, please don't kill me. And what does Bucky do? He obviously kills him. He can't leave any survivors, can't have any witnesses. So he kills him. And then jump cut to Bucky startling awake, laying on the ground, which the laying on the ground was definitely a nod to the scene in Falcon. Again, a lot of callbacks in this episode, like I said, to Captain America the Winter Soldier, where him and Sam talk about coming back from war and how they can't sleep because the beds are too soft. They're used to sleeping on the ground and everything, which obviously Bucky has dealt with the same thing, being in so many wars, which leads us into his therapy scene. And the therapy scene was really, it was kind of funny at the same time. There's some funny parts in it. And we learned that he's trying to make amends with some of the people he's wronged while he was the Winter Soldier. And he's lying to the therapist about not having nightmares. And she's obviously like, I know you're lying to me, but he's just like, no, I'm fine. I'm not having any nightmares. We find out he has a list of all of these names, which some of them, again, were kind of just reference names that we're probably not going to see him checking off every single name on this list. But we do see him mark off the first one, which was, I think it was a senator or something that he helped get to power corruptly somehow. And then he's like ends up taking her down because he's like, she's abusing her power now. And yeah, the notebook. So the whole notebook was again a flashback to Captain America the Winter Soldier, because in that movie, Captain has a list of all these things that people are telling him, oh, you need to see this, you need to watch this, you need to do this, like a list of all of these. So it was a similar kind of notebook that I thought was kind of a cool callback there. But one of the names on his list too was B. Zemo, Baron Zemo, which we know is a character that's going to be showing up later on in the series, maybe tonight, we'll see. I would assume we'd get him at least sooner or later, because there's only 6 episodes. So they got to get it going soon here with that storyline. So yeah, interesting to see what's going on with that. I wonder if it's maybe just something ties to call back to Captain America Civil War and how Zemo did like put them up against each other. I don't know. Or did he already have a past with Zemo before Civil War? Like when he was the Winter Soldier? Is that a thing? I don't know, because that was kind of crazy to see his name on there. And we see a couple other names, so we'll see. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna get any other ones on there. And one of the names though we don't see, we see later. We'll get to that. But his 3-step process, the 3 rules for his redeeming himself from the Winter Soldier are: well, number 1, can't do anything illegal, which he says he doesn't. He kind of leaves some breadcrumbs for the, detectives to find or whatever to get that lady arrested. Number 2, nobody can get hurt, which, I mean, he just punched a guy in the face. That wasn't hurt that bad. What's up, Xander? How's it going? Bruce, how you doing? And everyone else that's in the chat, if you're lurking, appreciate you guys being here tonight. So yeah, number 2, nobody can get hurt. And then number 3, he has to tell them, I am no longer the Winter Soldier. I am Bucky Barnes. You are part of my effort to make amends. Which he does that part. That's actually the part he officially does. Because the first part, can't do anything illegal. He probably might have broke a few laws or something. And yeah, he did punch a guy in the face. So technically, but number 3, he nailed. He did tell her that he is not the Winter Soldier anymore. And he's Bucky Barnes trying to make amends. So yeah, takes down the senator. We find out then too that he's been ignoring text from Sam. So Sam's been reaching out saying, hey bro, let's go get a drink, or let's go hang out and do something. And Sam and Bucky's just like, nah fam, I'm good. So whatever reason, he's just ignoring him. And then she gives him a big speech about, you need to get back in the world, you need to adapt, like blah blah blah. And he's just like, I want peace. Like, I haven't had any downtime for 90 years. I've just been going from one war to the next war. And at that point, you're kind of just like, oh wow, yeah, he really has. And he's like way out of his time. This is like the first time in his life where it's kind of been nothing for him to have to do, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. Like, how do I do this? So it's kind of a cool moment there, and the whole scene was shot really cool. They get the like close-ups on him where you like really feel like the emotion in the scene and whatnot. I didn't notice any of those names from the list. Yeah, I think, again, a lot of those names were just callbacks to people that have worked on the show, stuff like that, and outside of Baron Zemo. Or there might have been one other one that was a character, I think. Wants a simple hut life back in Wakanda. Exactly, yeah, he name drops Wakanda. He says, I had a brief time in Wakanda where things felt normal. But since then, it's been go, go, go. Bucky realizes he killed the guys. Yeah. We'll get. That's coming up here in a second. Just seeing if I'm maybe missing anything. No. Okay. So then it jumps to him leaving there. He's in Brooklyn. He's walking along the street. He walks up to these 2 guys that are arguing. Turns out he knows the older guy that's getting all mad at the other guy. And he's like, hey, come on, let's be cool. Let's go grab lunch. We always grab lunch today. He's like, I'll buy. Come on, I'll buy. So when they go, they start hanging out. They're eating lunch. And the old guy, you see the bartender comes up and see the hat? What hat? Wait, what? I'm confused. Anyways, I don't know what's going on there. But the bartender's kind of like giving him the look, like kind of smirk, like laughing, like smiling at him. And then the guy's like, he wants to take you out on a date. Just kind of throws him under the bus. It's like, oh, he's just like, oh, come on, man. There's a whole thing you got to go through. He's old school, Oh yeah. They also have the scene where he's looking through the newspaper and he's saying like, man, look, no one here lived over 90. And then Bucky says, "Oh, so young," which technically to him that is young because he's over 100 years old. He doesn't. I don't think that. What's his name? Yori. I don't think Yori knows. Obviously, that he's the Winter Soldier. For things that happen later on, it kind of makes sense that he doesn't know. Yo, what's going on, Frojo? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so Yori's like, hey, you wanna come? He wants to go take on a date, and she says, oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I come by tomorrow around this time, whatever. Bartender chick's gonna be a bad chick. You think so? I don't even know if we'll see her again. That might have been like a one-off like scene. We'll see though. She might come back because I did like that whole scene. That was kind of funny. But then Yori he sees something that reminds him of his son. We find out that his son has died, which obviously an awful situation. Excuse me. And then as he's kind of explaining it, he says, yeah, all the cops told me was he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. They won't tell me how he died. And then as that happens, it flashes to a close-up of Bucky, and you start to hear the Winter Soldier theme cry, almost is what it is. Because it's actually, if you don't know, that like screeching, like, that was a terrible impression of it. That sound, it was created out of when Bucky fell in the first Captain America movie. And they like twisted it and they added some stuff into it, but that's like the core like sound bite is that cry. See, but they had a very iconic and the song that like, yeah, that plays whenever the Winter Soldier's in picture and whatnot. So then you start to think like, oh, you think back that guy in the first scene in that flashback scene who's a Winter Soldier might have been the son that he killed, and that Yori is his guy that he's trying to make amends with and make things right. So that was the first tease. Like I picked up on that right away. I don't know if anyone else did, but if you're watching the stream, I like noticed. I was like, oh, that's the theme song. He probably killed his son. Yeah, that makes sense. Turn down the game sounds. Are the game sounds too loud? Let's see here. Barely have it up. Let me see something. Huh. I don't even have my sound on that high. All right, how's that now? I'll get back in there and fighting. Made you look, Cap? The old dude was hilarious. Yeah, he was really good. I liked it. Like I said, I liked the whole part where he was he basically set him up on a date and everything. It was pretty good. The bartender, oh, you already said that. All right. Yeah, so then it jumps to Louisiana where Sam is rejoining, and I like how in this first episode we see these characters being like normal humans, dealing with normal human stuff. Like obviously therapy and what he's going through isn't a normal person, but people go through therapy in itself, and just him trying to adjust to the real world and kind of just, being afraid, kind of sort of afraid to ask a girl out on a date. Very relatable things. And then so we get Sam coming back to his family, seeing his sister and his nephews. Oh, that was one of the things he talked to Rhodey earlier, saying that he left, his nephews were young and now they're young men and they're so much older, which is kind of crazy. So then we see him. They kind of give a little Uncle Sam thing, and the sister gives him a little salute, like a little, you know, Uncle Sam. Kind of funny. Sister. We find out that the sister has taken over their family business, which I don't think we ever find out what the family business actually is. We just know that it's something to do with a boat. I would assume some kind of fishing, maybe fish or just trade. I don't know. It's in Louisiana. I don't know what goes on in Louisiana. But the name of their boat is named after their parents, Paul and Darlene. And she's saying that they need to sell the family business because they can't keep it afloat. And Sam's trying to tell her, like, no, we can do this. I'm here now. Let me help. We can get a loan. And she's just like, I've already tried that. They won't work. And she's like, and he's just like, it'll work. I'm here. I can do it. They'll do it for me. Like, I'll pull my Avengers line and be it. But yeah. Let's see here. Gotta turn the page. So then we get the whole Bucky date and the date scene. Really good. This scene was good. I liked it. He shows up with flowers and she's like, oh, that's really old school. Like, how old fashioned? And like, cause obvious, yeah, he hasn't gone on a date 90 years or whatever. And that was a very old fashioned thing, I guess, to do. I personally, you know, I've gotten flowers many times for girls. I don't think it's that old fashioned, but maybe today it's obviously been a while since I've gotten a girl flowers, but you know, I've always that's who I am too. So it didn't seem that old fashioned to me, but I guess to some people it might be. She even makes a joke about him, like when he says since she asked him about like dating, has he gone on any dating? He's like, I tried the dating, those dating apps, and he just kind of makes fun of them. He's like, what's the deal with like tiger photos and all that kind of stuff? And she's just like, oh, you sound like my dad, because you know he's obviously older than her dad. So all that kind of stuff is weird to him. But also just kind of funny. He makes fun of online dating, which is very relatable. It is annoying and stupid. Then, let's see. She asks him how old he is, and he goes 106. Which obviously, I don't think he's joking. I think he probably is 106. But the way he says it, and obviously for her, she takes it as a joke, so she clearly doesn't know he's the Winter Soldier. And then they play Battleship. She starts asking him a bunch of questions, starts saying, like, I'm trying to read your mind. And he's clearly just like, don't do that. Because he's like, I've dealt with enough of that in the past. Please don't try to do that kind of thing. She brings up that she thinks it's cool that he's been helping out Yori because things have been hard for him since his son died. She brings it up again that it's just been so much harder because, you know, he doesn't know what happened or how he died and probably never will. And then he just kind of goes like, you know, I gotta go. And at that point you're just like, okay, yeah, we know for sure now his son is the one he killed, and he's going to go make up for it and tell him. Shows up at his house. Man, I don't know why I've got like bubble in my throat or something. Maybe if I drink more, it'll fix it. So yeah, he shows up, Yori opens the door. You see a shrine to the sun. You see it's a picture of the same guy we saw during the flashback scene. Then we find out now, yep, that was the guy that he killed, and Yori doesn't know, and Bucky's just trying to be this guy's friend, kind of making it seem like it's a random occurrence, and eventually has plans of telling him. And in this moment, he wants to tell him, but he just can't bring himself to it. And eventually he's just like, oh yeah, I just forgot I needed to pay you for lunch. It's like, okay, nice try. But she also on the date, backing up just a little bit, on the date, she said the line, when someone that's married loses their spouse, you become a widow or a widower. Well, why is the heck? I'm just looking back on the playback. Why does like my Hulk looked like a weird green color. Am I the only one seeing that, or is that just my screen? Is that my monitor, maybe? Let me move it over here. Okay, yeah, I think it's my monitor. I think my settings are a little weird on my screen, and it's slightly desaturated photo or picture or something. I'm just, yeah, ignore me. So yeah, if you lose your spouse, you're a widow, a widower. If you lose your parents, you're an orphan. But there's no name for someone who loses their kid before like they pass. Which was actually, I found out that was a callback to, I can't remember what movie. It was, someone said it in one of the breakdowns I watched, that exact line is used in some other movie. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's cool. Forgot about us? What do you mean? Hold on, I'm getting tagged in Alliance Quest. I forgot to tag people to let them know they were clear. So he was like tagging me, telling me to move, and I was like, I already moved. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so then as he leaves, we see Bucky pulls out the little notepad again, and we see Y Nakajima, which stands for Yori Nakajima. So we find that's when we find out that, yep, that is him. So he's trying to make things right with him, but he doesn't know how to, pretty much. So then we get the whole Flag Smashers scene in Switzerland with Agent Torres again, where they're all grouped together and something's about to go down, and he's just like, what do you know what we're supposed to do here? And the guy doesn't say anything. Then someone shows up with a bunch of masks. They all put these masks on, start running around like crazy. Some superpowered dude jumps out of the bank with 2 big money bags, and people are going crazy still, and he tries to arrest him. The guy absolutely just wrecks him and lays him out. Night, and then that's that. We don't know anything. We just know that there's this really strong guy that apparently seems to be some kind of super soldier or something. He definitely is enhanced in some way. We're not really sure what's going on there. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, how many of those soldiers does this Flag Smashers group have, or is he the only one? So we'll have to wait and see for that. And then we get the bank scene where Sam and his sister try to get the loan again. And this was another funny scene. The guy's just like, I feel like I know you from somewhere. Like, do I know you? And Sam's like, I think you do. Like, do you know? Come on, like, hello. He's like, Falcon. Yeah, you're the Falcon. And he's like, oh, that's so cool. And then he asks the question that, kind of everyone's been wondering. Or at least I've heard a lot of people kind of speculate about in the past. Is he asked them, he's like, how do you guys make money? Like, is there some kind of Stark fund or some kind of thing like that? He says, also, by the way, my condolences, just kind of casually throws that in there. Like, it's like, dude, you clearly don't care. You're like kind of fangirling right now out over the Falcon. And then he at the end basically tells him, like, yeah, we can't do this for you. I'm sorry. And then he has the audacity to ask for a selfie, and then still declines him. So find out they don't have it, can't get the fund there. So then he's just like, they tells her, we'll still figure this out. We're not going to give up. So yeah. And then Sam and Torres have their little Skype meeting where he's showing him the footage from the Flag Smashers heist, I guess you could say. And we get a comment where he's just like, he questions something, and then Torres goes, you don't think it could be, and then he stops, and Sam's like, no, just let's keep me posted kind of thing. Then his sister comes in and says, you got to see this, and we get they're announcing the new Captain America because they need a new Captain America, and we get this cheesy, dorky looking jerk, which obviously we don't know if he's a jerk yet, but we're all just like, what is this? This isn't Captain America, and this is terrible. I can't believe they're doing this to Sam. They made it seem like they wanted the shield back to put it in the museum, because they even told him when he gave it back, like, you're doing the right thing. Apparently their secret agenda the whole time was to introduce a new Captain America that the government runs and owns, essentially. And who knows if he's going to be, if their plan is, I feel like it could be more of a, that they're trying to do more of a, how Captain America initially started. He was just there to like promote things and not actually be like a hands-on kind of thing. So he might be there for just like making appearances and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And then the episode ends. And during the end credits, there was a lot of things here and there that were like showing up, and a lot of people have good breakdowns of showing what each of those things are and whatnot. So if you want to see all that stuff, I didn't take the time to write down every single little Easter egg in there, but a lot of it's just teasing what's going to happen later on in the series, kind of, or alluding to what possibly could happen. So yeah, that's the episode. Abdo is still not here, if you couldn't tell. I'm watching. I still have his stream up. It's not there. I guess I'll shoot him a message real quick and be like, "What happened to you?" All right, I need to do the Emma Frost fight real quick. So yeah, did I miss anything, guys? Anything I missed? What were your favorite parts of the episode? And what do we think's gonna be coming down the road? What do we think's gonna happen in episode 2? I haven't watched any breakdown or any trailers for episode 2. I haven't heard any teases or anything like that. So I don't want to hear any spoilers, but yeah, what do you guys think's, like I said, what was your favorite episode? What was your favorite part of the episode? For me, I think just that opening scene was so fantastic. Just the flying around and everything. We see his HUD, kind of like Iron Man status, kind of the up close picture too. Also, I skipped over Red Wing. Red Wing is now controlled by, is like voice controlled. Like he can do voice commands for Red Wing, which is pretty cool. I thought that was interesting, because I don't think that was previously like that. Okay, cool. We got that broken. Nice. I don't want to mess this fight up real quick. Okay, I thought that was going to be a parry. Okay. Forgot she was in diamond form. Okay, there we go. I don't think it will get Sharon Carter next episode, but I do think Sam and Bucky will connect. So yeah, I think for tonight's episode, I think Bucky and Sam will finally talk. And by the end of the episode, if not earlier in the episode, they'll be hanging out and they'll be with each other. And then I think that'll happen earlier in the episode. And then the end, we might get our first tease of Baron Zemo. Because like I said earlier, I feel like they're going to have to bring him in soon, since they've alluded to him being the big bad a lot. And there's only 6 episodes, so... Mama! Ooh. I don't know if you saw, a couple weeks ago, actually, I did a karaoke stream and actually sang that entire song on stream. And when I got to that part, I was really hoping you were going to like randomly show up and it was going to be like perfect timing, but... you didn't make it into that one, which is fine. But yeah, I definitely thought of you there. I think every time I sing that song now, every time I hear it, I can't not think of Mama Bear when that happens. And actually, that movie, Bohemian Rhapsody, was on the other night, and I was rewatching a little bit of that. It's a good movie if you haven't seen it. Dang it, I miss it. Well, it's on playback if you want to go see it. I sang a handful of songs. Also, something that maybe we'll bring into the streams at some point if I do another karaoke stream and when I get better at it. But I also, in that stream, I showed that I have a piano now, a keyboard. And I'm not good. I never learned how to play the piano. I've always wanted to. But I am actually practicing, and why isn't this moving? I'm trying to move this here. See if you can see the keyboard. I haven't tried to do this yet. I just figured just to kill time, might as well. You can kind of see the keyboard now. I'm trying to teach myself how to play the piano, guys. How do I sound? Put it to this screen a little bit better. No, for real though, like I've learned a little bit. I've learned like the basics of chords. This turned into a random music stream. I know most of you probably don't care. But just like learning like where on the keyboard is what. So like that's a C chord. That's an F chord. That's a G chord. No, A. That's A minor, I think is what it is. That's the G chord. There we go. So yeah, I learned like a basic chords for like Amazing Grace or something, which is kind of cool. So it's just like Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that I think it goes to saved a wretch like me. What once was. Wait, is that the one it goes to? I was lost, but now I can't remember what I got lost at that point. I kind of remembered some of it from there. C chord, G chord, F chord, C chord. Is that what it is? Yeah. So I'm still learning. That was as close as I could get right now off the top of my head. But I see. I know that ends on that. So yeah. I'll mess around with it. I'll get better. And then I'll perform something amazing for you people. In the meantime, though, I'll play the demo. That's a fun one. That's my childhood right there. I used to play that thing all the time. That just like a random demo. There we go. Move that back up. Mama Bear sent over a $10 donation for the playing of the piano. That deserves a standing ovation. Why, thank you, Mama Bear. Appreciate you. Passing up Black Seraphim there for the biggest beard of the stream. Mama Bear. I don't think Abdo's gonna show up, guys. I don't think he's gonna make it. The new Mozart? I'll try. I wouldn't quite say Mozart, but you know, something. I'm getting there. It'll take time, but I'm having fun with it because I do have a musical background. Intoxicated gamer is probably intoxicated. He might be a little too intoxicated tonight and forgot he was supposed to stream. I don't know. But no, I used to play the saxophone when I was younger, and then I was in choir in high school, but I never learned how to play the piano. And obviously, you can't play the piano and play the saxophone at the same time. Those two don't really go together. If you can, you are very talented. Cap, you got abandoned. I did. I know. I got left. I expect this from the girls who I DM, you know, ghosted me like this, but when Abdo does, you know, it hurts a lot more, you know? I can take it when the girls do it, but man. I'm a professional at getting ghosted, it feels like. I think your problem was I was drinking tonight and I was preparing to join the Intoxicated Gamer on the Intoxicated journey, and he just, you know, decided he didn't want to, I guess. I don't know. I messaged him a second ago and said, you all right there? But are you a pro ghoster? Yeah, I'm pretty good at it too. I don't do it very often, but sometimes like people message me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it right now. At least you were not getting ghosted by Ghost. This is true. I do have a 6-star Ghost, so at least I have that going for me. So yeah, anything about the episode, guys, that I missed? If you're just joining us, we already went through the episode, so feel free to throw out spoilers from what happened. If there's anything that you enjoyed about the episode, didn't enjoy, was there anything you didn't enjoy? Like the only thing that I mentioned that was kind of like left me with a question mark was I think River's here. Hold on, I heard a scratch at the door. Ta-da! Look, it's a cat. It's a big fat cat. Hi. Hi. Oh. You were asking if I was a pro ghoster in MCOC. I gotcha. I wouldn't say I'm a pro. You missed the part where there was a super bird guy and a metal arm dude. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. They were in it. Kitty Pog. Yes, it is time for River to take over the stream. Hey, girl, what's up? What's going on? I like how Falcon and Bucky are foils of each other. Falcon being a family man and Bucky feeling completely alone. I think it will make a great duo for the series. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they are very... In a way, they're complete opposites, but in a way, they are the exact same in that they've fought all of these wars. They probably struggle with a lot of the same things. They both lost their best friend in Captain America, even though I guess we technically don't know if he's dead or not. I don't know. I will say I already like it more than WandaVision. I think... Yeah, I guess we can kind of compare the differences between this opening episode and Falcon and then WandaVision opening episode. I think right out the gate, this felt very much more MCU because we get action just straight away, and we get the funny comment, the funny lines, and just the whole like visual of it. Also, it just feels more MCU, which obviously WandaVision, the first episode was black and white, so right out the gate, we were just like, "What is this? What's going on?" So I think it just felt more natural, like existing in the same universe is what we're used to. I was gonna say something and then I got distracted by River. River, what was I gonna say? Yeah? Okay. No, I can't say that. I can't say that on stream. Jeez. Watch your mouth, River. My goodness. Got a real mouth on her sometimes, you know? Let's see. Literally, I lost all train of thought of what I was gonna say. I was talking about. Oh, that's what it was. The only thing that I mentioned earlier too, which it's honestly like not even a big deal, was like the whole plane thing that they originally like. Why were they hijacking the plane? Were they just trying to kidnap that guy, or was there something on the plane that they wanted to take? And then also, once they all jumped out of the plane, what happened to the plane? Because it self-corrected itself when it started going in free fall after the dude got shot. Like, it then restabilized itself, but there's no one, from what it seemed like, there was no one else left on the plane to take control of it. So how is the plane gonna land? Like, what's gonna happen with that plane? I doubt we'll get anything back to it. So yeah, Stark Tech. True, it could just be Stark Tech, and yeah, it can fly itself and can land itself. I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like that line too. Just trying to think of comparisons between this and WandaVision. The line when when Sam and Lieutenant, what's his name? Lieutenant Torres were talking about the Flag Smashers, and he said, "You don't think it could be," and then he cuts him off. That felt very much like the scene when Norm was being cut off by Agatha when he said, "We're all just," and then she cut him off, which that was one of the biggest, we never got an answer for, like, what was he going to say? We're all just what? Like, what was it? What was that going to be? So that kind of felt like a similar line there when he got cut off. Let's see here. Running arena. I've only done 8 fights in arena all night. I talk a lot. Well, I mean, that's what these streams are anyway, I guess. So, these streams are meant for me to be just chatting away about the episodes. So, don't really fight super fast or anything. Oh, come on. No, go. My nose is all runny now because of you, cat. Kayate. I think it's your studio. I don't know. I talk a lot. Story of my life. Yeah. My favorite part was Sam and Rhodey talking together because they both had lost their closest friend / mentor. Again, we don't know if Cap's. That's true too. Yeah. That makes sense. Another reason why he would show up, because he lost his closest friend, and Tony, Sam, and Bucky have lost Cap. Yeah, that's true. Man, that was a cool scene that they did there. Yeah, overall, I was very happy with the first episode. I'm really excited for the rest of the season now. Can't wait. It sucks it's only 6 episodes. I wish it was longer. But, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. I will be doing the watch party tonight for episode 2. If anyone wants to join, we'll start it around 15 minutes before it drops, which will be at midnight. The episode's supposed to drop at midnight my time, Pacific, 3 Eastern. I don't know what the other time zones, what it all is, but wherever you are, I hope to see you there. We'll be doing that. I'm not ending the stream here or anything. That's not why I'm just saying that. I'm just letting you guys know, in case you want to watch the live party with me, we can do that. There's a black and white version of Justice League. I heard that there was going to be a black and white version coming out too. Is it already out? And I heard the only difference, I guess we could kind of transition into talking about Justice League, or should we do a whole nother? I'm not going to do a full breakdown of Justice League like I do with these episodes, because that would last way too long, because it's a 4-hour movie. But we could just kind of talk about it if we want, either in another stream, or should we? It's on right now. Oh, cool. Okay. I heard that the only difference in the black and white one is that there's going to be a few more scenes with Jared Leto's Joker, I think. I don't plan on watching. Honestly, I've already watched the Justice League Snyder Cut 3 times. Once was the first time I watched it, obviously. Second time I went to a buddy's house to play games and they just happened to have it on because they hadn't seen it yet. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's fine. We can watch it again. So I was kind of half watching it while playing games. And then I had a buddy who also wanted to watch it. And instead of just like messaging me and asking me all these questions about it, he figured just have me come over and explain things like as they're happening kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, I don't mind. I'll watch it again. So it's good in case you haven't seen it. I'd recommend watching it. Justice League Snyder Cut on HBO Max. Honestly, I'm fine with just 6 episodes because it doesn't need to have a longer story, especially if the episodes are already 15 minutes out of the gate. I don't want it to drag on. True, the fact that the first episode was like 50 minutes definitely is a good sign. So yeah, if they are all longer like that, then that's totally fine. I'm just like checking like Twitter, see if Abdo has posted anything on there. Or what? I don't know. I messaged him, I haven't heard back. Has he read my message? No? I'll think about watching it then. Was the Snyder Cut better than the OG? Oh, Nick, so much better. It's long, but you get so much more explanation for things. You get actual plot that makes sense. You get more character development, more action. They get rid of all the stupid, cheesy comedy lines that didn't make any sense in the original. Like, why would Barry Allen be like, I haven't actually fought anybody. I've just kind of pushed people and ran away. Save one. Save one, then you'll know what to do. That's all gone. Like, that kind of cheesy stuff was like, why? There was so much more. Pretty much everything with the Flash in the original was so cringy and I hated it. They keep a few of the things in there, but I don't mind them as much in the Snyder Cut version because they made a little bit more sense. And like I said, they weren't just spammed throughout the entire movie. It was just kind of like a one here or there. Like, oh, if it had been in the original, I wouldn't have minded it that way. If this had been the original. But since there were just so many in the theatrical release one, it was just bad. What happened to the Ghostbusters movie with Paul Rudd? I didn't know that was a thing. Kind of making me worried whenever someone is late, gives me major anxiety and thinks about all the things that could happen. Yeah, I doubt it's anything like that. Something probably just came up. You were always feeling the CW's Flash over this one. That's why he's hated in the OG. Yeah, that too. From the beginning, the second I heard he was cast, I was like, really? We're getting credence from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him as the Flash when we have Grant Gustin, who is fantastic at it? Like, why couldn't we've just, done that? Because he's so much better. Like, that's the thing about the Flash 2 in the theatrical. The way that they had his running when he was in like the Flash time, like when he was running fast, when they show it, but it like looks like it's slow motion, but it's because he's running so fast, and that's the way they have to show it. The way he ran, it was so frustrating. Like, no one runs like that. It just looked so awkward. I'll demonstrate what it looks like. So he runs, it's almost like a reverse swimming motion. He runs like this. He swings his arms out to the side, and his hands like flat, and he goes like this, like forward, like flips his hands forward. Like no one runs like that. You run straight down like this. This is how you run. This slows you down. Like no one runs like this. And that's how he's running in super speed. Like he's only the fastest man alive and he runs like that? Like what? It just didn't make sense. It's so bad. And so in the Snyder Cut version, they change it slightly. So it's not quite as bad. Oh, I thought everyone ran like that. That might be why everyone's running faster than you, if that's how you think you're supposed to run. Unless you're the Flash. Apparently that maybe he's onto something because he's the fastest man alive and that's how he runs. I don't know. River, what are you doing? I always hated the Flash. Quicksilver is meh. The power is kind of bland. The Flash is my favorite character in DC and always has been. And yeah, he is a terrible version of the Flash. I like super speed people. Yeah, same. Sonic is up there too. I like Sonic. I think I know someone else who likes Sonic. Some metal something bro guy thing. Isn't he someone who likes Sonic? You guys know who I'm talking about? Having super speed isn't a bland power. Yeah, I think the Flash TV show has done a good job of showing, because when you first think about it, you're just like, okay, this person's super fast. Like, yeah, that's cool. But the Flash show, and I'm sure the comics and maybe cartoon DC shows and whatnot have done good jobs of explaining it as well, that there's so many other abilities that he is allowed to do because of his super speed. Like the coolest one, I think, that blew my mind, because I didn't read the comics, I haven't watched any of those shows. The Flash TV show is when I first learned more about the Flash, I guess you could say. And seeing when he was able to run so fast that he could phase through things and the whole building and all that kind of stuff, I was like, holy crap, that's insane. Oh, that's so sick. Isn't he a lone teenager in the MCOC community? Yeah, I think so. Metal Narwhal dude, that's the one. Metal Narwhal dude. That's yeah. He's a big fan of Mr. Narwhal from Elf. Hey, Mr. Narwhal. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. No more traffic or needing a car to get a bus. Yeah, and there's just so many other abilities like throwing lightning, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty sick. Imagine all the crap you could learn with super speed. Yeah, I mean, just reading a book, just done. Okay, that was cool. I think invisibility is a bland one. Honestly, Superman is a bland one. He just, here, have every power. Be unstoppable, except for this green thing. That hurts you. That's, to me, bland. And, oh, here's your disguise. I'm Superman. I'm in disguise. I'm Superman. I'm in disguise. What? Am I having, what? It doesn't make sense. Who is everyone's favorite DC character then? Since we've kind of transitioned to DC now. Oh, I could have chained the heavies there. There we go. Mine's the Flash? Nice. Same. Cyborg gets a huge overhaul in the Snyder Cut too. And his character actually has relevance. A lot of relevance, actually. So, that was good to see. His character just makes more sense. And in the theatrical release, he's kind of just like there. Doesn't really do much except separate the boxes at the end. And there's so much in that movie that you just doesn't make sense. Like, they just know things that they shouldn't know, or they do something that's just like, oh yeah, let's just do this. Okay, what? How did you know to do that? Are we talking in general or theatrical? Just like in general, like you have a favorite DC character that either from the comics, the Flash show, the Arrowverse, whatever you feel like is your favorite. I don't want to throw out too many spoilers for Snyder Cut in case people in the chat haven't watched it. So we'll try to not spoil. But Xander, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. If we decide to do a stream down the road, I'll like title it where we're going to be breaking down spoilers and everything. That way people know in advance. I don't want to someone showing up and be like, I was just going to watch it tomorrow, and now I can't because I know everything. And it's all Captain's fault. What a jerk. No, you're good. We started talking about it, and that's fair. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm suing. Want me to spoil Kong versus Godzilla? That's not out yet, is it? When does that come out? Coin. Wow. We're not as type. Kong versus Godzilla. Guys, should I start a Minecraft series? Totally like off topic. I just thought of this because I recently downloaded it and started playing it again. And was having a lot of fun. March 31st. So that actually is really soon. I'm definitely gonna watch that too. I like those movies. Ouch. Like honestly, I wanna start a server and have just like a small group of people playing on it and just have an actual Minecraft server to play with people. I don't know where to get a server going though. I don't know if there's any free ones. But I want to be able to have like not like a ton of mods. I want it to be vanilla Minecraft, but the ones that I'm using are the just enough items one that gives us all the recipes and everything. A mini map one that has like waypoints and stuff like that you can teleport to and all that. And then Optifine, and that's it. Like that's all I'm doing, and that's all I was playing with. And yeah, I want, and I talked with Panman Pete about it, and he's totally down to do it. I know Mighty Steiny, Mighty Thumb Army. He started. He did a Minecraft series recently, and I ran the idea by him that if I did a server, if he'd be down, he was like, I totally would. So I know he'd be interested. It's been so long since I've played Minecraft free. I literally used to play the game for hours, like a lot. I was pretty good. I mean, it's hard to say you're good at Minecraft because there's so many different things to do in it. Like, what are you good at? For me, I'd say like I enjoyed the building aspect of it. I always liked building like a unique house and getting all my farms and having like a super cool like chest room, all that kind of stuff. I dabbled with like the tiniest bit of redstone to do like secret hidden rooms and stuff like that. I don't remember how to do like any of that now. I just remember the basics. There's so much more that's added now, like swimming for one is like kind of a weird thing now to me. I remember having to bob through water for hours. I'm good at this new PvP. Yeah, the new PvP is throwing me off. Like, you can't just spam clicking with swords and axes and everything. There's like a cooldown or something. Like, it's honestly really annoying. I don't like it. I feel like creepers blow up faster now. I see a creeper and I hit him once and like knock him back, and then he blows up like instantly. I'm like, what? What? It's really annoying. After time. Yeah, makes sense. It's just kind of weird because I'm so used to the old way. You just spam it. Sent you the stuff. Whoops, I clicked on the YouTube page one. Minecraft servers free forever. Really? We give you your very own personal Minecraft server where you can play with your friends all day and all night. We are free. We will always be free. We don't know. Easy to use. We don't know why it could be complicated to own a Minecraft server. Let's play. We offer a server that can actually play and have fun on. No necessary restrictions to steal your time. Can you add like mods and stuff onto it? Fully customizable. Adjust everything on your server the way you like it. Make it your game. Mods and plugins. Vanilla is too boring for you. Add plugins. Play with your favorite mods. Dude, okay. I'm gonna look into this after the stream, and probably gonna send it over to Pete, see what he thinks, and yeah, it sounds like the real deal. I'm gonna check, and they have it looks like you sent me a YouTube link too. I'll check out the YouTube page because I want to play some Minecraft. I started my own survival world just to kind of like get myself back into the basics and learning things. I literally just played last night until I found diamonds for the first time, and man, I forgot how satisfying that feeling is to find that first vein of diamonds. Oh, talk about a rush. I was also very just like finally, because it took forever. I couldn't find it. I was strip mining for everything. I was searching through caves. Like, it was annoying. And that's actually like Minecraft is one, like Minecraft server with a bunch of friends is what originally inspired me to start a YouTube channel. Like that's how my channel started, was actually my first few videos were Minecraft. and I used to play on a server that I was part of that did that kind of stuff. They had like an open server and all that. Then I don't think that server's around anymore. It might be, actually. I could just look into seeing if I could rejoin that server too, but it'll also be fun kind of just to own our own. I want to have a group of guys to play with Minecraft again. Not just guys, we could have girls too. I'm just messing, I know what you mean. What? How are you gonna tell me I didn't time that right? I think I tilted my camera too high from when I moved it back from playing the piano. That's better, a little bit. Grind that arena. Yes, sir. Hey, Savasi, how's it going, man? I don't know what happened to Abdo, by the way. Like, he was supposed to join me tonight, and he no-showed. Never started his stream. He hasn't responded to my message. Honestly, I hope he's alright. Like, I don't want to think something bad happened, but someone said it earlier in the chat, and obviously my mind kind of thinks the same thing sometimes like that. So, is this sequel? I don't know, actually. Guess I'll have to boot him. Yeah, we'll see what happens. See what his excuse is. He shows up. Might have to send over Pete or Brian to go check on him. I don't think either of them know where he lives, but they live in Seattle, so it can't be too hard to find him, right? Cable with Apocalypse is so satisfying just to spam those heavies. Oh shoot, I was not paying attention to his power gain. Only a couple people live there. Yeah, exactly. Probably just have Russell Wilson too, actually, and be like, yo, go check on Abdo. I'm not gonna die from this, right? Oh shoot. I didn't even realize I started the fight. I was like looking at modded Minecraft is one of my most fun times I've ever had. The only mods I've really experienced other than those ones I mentioned, just kind of like basic vanilla ones that I've added here and there. I used to play Pixelmon a bunch. I still have a server actually that I can hop on and play. That is another part of the reason why I started my YouTube channel, was playing on that server. There was a YouTuber that ran that server for Pixelmon, and I got to know him pretty well, and he actually helped me out like getting my channel started. It's actually a really sad story what happened to him. He passed away, and he was only like in his early 20s. There was some stuff that went down with that. It's kind of, when I found out, I was like, whoa, what? Yeah, got in a car accident. But yeah, That was a mod that I used to play a bunch. What other mods did I do? I don't really think I did many more. I just kind of really liked the Pixelmon one and did that a ton. Yeah, with Applied Energetics, Project E, and Inventory Pets. Don't know what any of those are. Oh shoot, I should probably pay attention here. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, no, it was one of those, like, I found out about it like last year. I don't, and he had passed away a couple months before that, I think it was, or maybe a year or so. Yeah, I hadn't talked to him in years since I stopped playing Minecraft pretty much. So I wasn't really close to him anymore, but it was still kind of just like a, oh shoot. He was kind of the original inspiration for me to start my YouTube channel at the time. That's really sad. Alright, but life goes on for me. That sounded really bad to say like that. I didn't mean to like whoops. Yeah. Tinker's Contract. I've heard of that one. I don't remember what all it adds, but I've heard of it. One adds tech stuff, the other adds transmutation, alchemy, and one is cooler, a cool hotbar pets. I know there was one back in the day that was like a dinosaur mod that I think I tried, or I know I at least watched some Minecraft series of people playing it. I used to love all the Pixelmon series. There was one actually recently. Well, no, that wasn't recently. That was a while ago now that I think about it. Yeah, they used to do Pixelmon Island with like Lachlan and what are all the guys' names? There were so many of them that did the series, and it was so fun to watch. They'd have a week to get a team of Pokemon, and they could only play for like 1 hour a day, and then they'd all compete in a tournament at the end of the week and stuff like that. They just did some bunch of crazy challenges and everything. It was so fun. Jerome and some of the crew still do Pixelmon. Yeah, that's what the crew's one. They're pretty much the only Minecraft videos that I really watch anymore, until I recently just found one yesterday that I just came across that is Wadsy. And like I was looking back at this dude's channel, like he only started his channel. He started a Minecraft hardcore series. Lachlan, Vic, Wolf, yes, Pizza Hut, Preston Plays, yes, all of those guys. I used to watch like everyone's perspective, pretty much. But he started a hardcore Minecraft series, which hardcore Minecraft I've never done before. I've never tried that. He started it like a year ago, and the series blew up. He went like, because I was watching some of his earlier episodes that were posted like early January, February, March of last year, and he was promoting, like saying like, guys, I'm close to hitting 200,000 subscribers, like hit the subscribe button and all that. And then looking at his channel now a year later, he's almost at 3 million. Like holy crap. He freaking went from 100,000 subscriber channel to almost 3 million in a year. Like that's insane. That is absolutely insane. I actually met Pizza Hut in a Minecraft server and played against him. Nice. The only Minecrafter I played against or played with was XRPMX13. I think that was his name. He doesn't make YouTube videos anymore, But he was like one of the original Minecraft YouTube channels that I loved, and always he had a fun crew of guys that played on a server, and they'd always like prank each other and that kind of stuff. And then eventually he created a Pixelmon series, or Pixelmon. Yeah, he started a Pixelmon series and then created a server. And I joined the server and I was playing there one night and he was streaming, and I actually like was fighting him, like a random, like everyone was like hoarding around him and throwing other Pokemon, and mine actually got in a battle and with him, and he was like actually fighting me on the stream and everything. I was like, oh, this is so cool. What am I doing here? I've barely done any arena. Great. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's bring back that guy. Bring him back. Yeah, there we go. Then we do white mags. That's the one. Bajan Canadian. Nice. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever played with any other big name Minecraft series. So the fun fact, like Lachlan, back when like Pokemon Go was like first came out, and there had been people talked about that there was this like infamous Dratini nest in California, which actually was like 10 minutes away from my house when it came out, and I went to it like a bunch, and I was like in one of his streams and he was like talking about it, and I was like, yo, that's like 10 minutes from me. That's where I live. I don't think he saw my comment, but it was kind of like, hey, he's referencing somewhere where I live, and that's Lachlan, and he's kind of famous, like really famous. I think we pretty much covered everything with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, guys. It was a pretty straightforward episode. I think the thing that's going to be nice about this series is it's not nearly as confusing as WandaVision. And it's not going to leave us with all these like questions of just like, huh? It's going to be more so just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Like, what's going to happen next? So WandaVision still had that same kind of thing. But at the same time, it was more so just like, what is going on? Like, we were left questioning at the end of every episode, where this one is more so just kind of like a stuff is happening and it's just kind of like a oh shit moment kind of stuff. I feel like, if that makes sense. It's not messing with our brains like WandaVision was, which that was the whole purpose of WandaVision though, was to mind F us, if you know what I mean. Mind frick, yes, that's the word. Honestly, like going back to I'm like jumping all over the place right now, but going back to like the Minecraft server, I don't even know if I would necessarily make a series out of it or stream it or anything. Maybe I would just like have it just to play with people on the side and have fun. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. It's just been something I've literally been talking with Pete about for over a year. Like literally once I found out that he plays Minecraft, I was like, yo, I want to play Minecraft again. That sounds fun. I kind of bring it up to him here and there. But now like I'm actually have a PC where I can play it on and download mods a lot easier, because I used to only always play on my MacBook Pro laptop, which if you've ever tried downloading mods and stuff like that for Minecraft on a MacBook, it was never very easy back in the day. I don't know if it's easier now, but man, the formatting for Mac is a lot different, and you always had to find different ones. Like certain mods just aren't made compatible for MacBooks, essentially. So you always had to use ones. It was to prepare our minds for Doctor Strange 2. I'm sure that will get confusing as hell if you aren't paying attention. That is probably accurate. It's going to be like a, maybe not Inception level confusion, but like I feel like there's going to be a lot going on that's going to be like, wait, what? I'm on a MacBook Air playing Minecraft. Nice. Yeah, Xander, I'll let you know if we get it going, because I mean, if you found that you have, you send me the site, like it seems legit. So they have a YouTube channel with almost 100,000 subscribers. And you said you've used it before, right? You've like created servers from it, and it's all legit. My wife hates anything that has to do with time jump, alternate universes. I'm going to have to watch it before her so I can explain everything. I mean, yeah, it gets confusing. It's confusing stuff. I still use it. Okay, cool, nice. Used it a few weeks back with my friends. Nice. Cool, cool. Oh, that's right. I have Kingpin now. You didn't see that. I opened a featured crystal from the new 6-star pool. I pulled myself a Kingpin. Stopped one before Spider-Ham, which I actually kind of really wanted. I might have taken Spider-Ham to rank 3. Because I have 2 science catalysts right now. I don't know. I would have played around with them first, but maybe I can still get them. We'll see. We will see. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock now. Guys, I think it's official. I don't think Abdo is going to make it tonight. I want to set up a world with plugins and mods. Yeah, that's what I kind of envision this one being, but I still want it to be vanilla Minecraft. That's why the mods I was saying to add are just kind of like, ones that make things a little bit easier to do. Let's see. Let's go to subscriptions and find one contest. Speaking of Lachlan, he is also live right now. We could raid Lachlan, guys. No, we're not going to do that. All right. BG is live, though. I'm going to end off my stream. I know I started that fight there, but I'm not going to do it. But guys, this was fun. We made do without Abdo today, unfortunately. Hope he's all right. I'll hopefully hear back from him soon. And we'll be back tonight with our watch party for episode 2 around midnight. So I hope to see you guys there if you want to join. If not, if you're going to bed, rewatch it in the morning at the same time. It'll be like we're watching it together. But yeah, go ahead. Head over to BG's stream, though. Hit him with the hashtag BeardGang. And we'll go have fun over there tonight. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.